CBC News Vancouver with Dan Burrett.
Good evening. You may remember the story about a conservation officer in BC who saved 2 bear cubs and was suspended. Bryce Casavant was suspended, which sparked public outrage. And now it's come to light that the man who loved being in the field has been reassigned to a desk job. Tina Lovegreen has our top story tonight.
Their escape from death captured the attention of the world. It all came to light because a BC conservation officer defied an order to kill the bear cubs. He said he believed the cubs could be rehabilitated. Their mother was euthanized after breaking into a freezer in a Port Hardy home. The conservation officer who saved the cubs, Bryce Casavant, was suspended first without pay, but that was later changed to with pay. The publicity the case received sparked a massive public outcry, including a petition with 300,000 signatures. Even Hollywood types like comedian Ricky Gervais took to social media about the case. Now it's come to light that Casavant has completely been removed from his job as a conservation officer in the field.
Bryce wants to be a conservation officer. It was the position that he was in, and they're transferring him away from that.
Casavant was given a role within government with the same pay, but it's unclear doing what. BC's Public Service Agency refused to do an on-camera interview, but did issue a statement saying this wasn't disciplinary action, but rather a reassignment of the conservation officer. But Bryce Casavant's union, the BC GEU, says it will file a grievance, and it wants to see the conservation officer back in the field doing what he loves to do. While he struggles with his employer, the cubs he saved are thriving.
They're doing really, really well. The 4 cubs have all bonded together. They're socializing, they're feeding really well, showing all the behavior that we want them to.
The cubs, now almost 70 pounds, will be released into the wild in 2016. Ministry of Forests says new information has made it clear that the cubs aren't conditioned to human food. Their reliance on humans was the reason they were ordered killed in the first place.
They're very scared of any outside noises or people, so they're progressing just as we had hoped they would.
The little guys will continue to be cared for here. Meanwhile, the future of the man who spared them remains uncertain. Tina Lovegreen, CBC News, Vancouver.